So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video. And this Thursday is Manchester United taking on Sevilla in our first leg of our Europa League quarter-final. And in this video, this will be the match preview for the game. So if you do enjoy this one today, make sure to smash a like on this video. If you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, what are you doing? Make sure to hit that red button in the bottom right corner of the video to subscribe to the channel. I think yesterday when I was looking, we finally hit 5,600. So massive thank you to that. To be fair, we're on 5,601 at the moment, so we've gone past it now. So it is road to 7k. I mean 6k, 7k. I'm looking too far ahead at that point saying 7k, but yeah, road to 6k, and hopefully we can get there as soon as possible. So make sure to be sharing the video, guys, and doing all of that. And also let me know your thoughts going into the game on Thursday in the comment section, and also drop your score predictions as well. And I'm really interested whether you guys think this will be a very easy tie over two legs and we'll get through very comfortably, or whether you guys think it will be difficult, because I'll talk what I think about this game in a bit, because I do think it'll be a very tough game over two legs for Manchester United. But make sure to be doing that, guys. We're going to talk about some breaking news coming out recently about Jude Bellingham and Manchester United being a big interest of him and potentially bringing him into the club. We're going to talk about Marcus Rashford. Of course, he's not available for this game this Thursday, which is a massive blow for us. I'm not too sure how long he's going to be out, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about CASEMIRO being back as well. Really positive news on him being able to play this Thursday. I think it's really key as well getting him back for this type of game where, you know, in Europe, big game, we've got to get the job done on Thursday to take a good lead over Spain. So I'm glad he's going to be back, and that brings back the partnership of Eriksen and CASEMIRO being back together, which we've missed for such a long time. And of course, we'll talk about the game as well. But yeah, we'll start off with the Jude Bellingham news, because this came out of nowhere for me. It was the other day, yesterday, that we did get the news that Liverpool, they've dropped their interest on him because of their strategy that they want to bring into Liverpool over the summer, where they need a lot of depth, don't they? They need to rebuild their whole team, and I don't think spending that much, or however much it'll be, on Jude Bellingham and then not having any other money to reinforce the squad as well. So they don't want to do that. They don't want to risk it by bringing in one big player like Jude Bellingham and not having it work in other areas. So they've pulled out interest, apparently, according to the Times. We're not too sure how official that is, but that was the news coming out, and there was some other reasonable journalists coming out and saying that as well. And then Manchester United, we've heard recently, are now of interest of him. And apparently during the World Cup, Erik ten Hag was a big admirer of Jude Bellingham with the way he played. And apparently he said, this is apparently from Samuel Lucker, saying that if Erik ten Hag could sign any one player, it would have been him. So take that with a pinch of salt. Take that how you want to take it. But again, would he work in this Manchester United squad? I'm not too sure. Obviously, we have to move around the midfield, because at the moment, are we going to take Bruno out of the squad? No, he's one of our key players in the side who plays every week. He's going to be in the team for years to come as well. So I don't think we'll be changing him for Jude Bellingham. So it'd have to be a mix-up in the midfield, maybe a mix-up of formation. We're not too sure. But CASEMIRO and Jude Bellingham in the middle, would that work? With Eriksen, you know, he's getting a bit old now to play a bit time part in the team, maybe off the bench, and that maybe that could be what we do. But yeah, I don't think it will happen, because are we going to spend a lot of money on a striker like 100 million and then also spend like however much, 80, 90 million, maybe not even 100 million for Jude Bellingham? I think they'll price him out as, so I'm not too sure whether we'll be able to have the money to do that. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But it is a very interesting thing, and it's definitely a player I would like to see at Manchester United. I don't think anybody would like Jude Bellingham at the moment, would they? But yeah, that's the news coming out. But I just don't think we'll do that, because again, we need to prioritise a striker. For me, that's the main aim this season. Getting a Harry Kane, getting an Osman, someone like that. That is crucial for me to go forward with next season, because Rashford's out now. And what do we have to do now? Weghorst up top. He's going to be up top on Thursday, isn't he? So, you know, we have to have some solution for that. We have to have some backup plan, and that's going to be it. Because I think if you get Rashford and you also get another striker to play alongside him, then I think that will be really dangerous. So it'll be really interesting. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the Jude Bellingham interest. Are you a fan of it? Would it work at Manchester United with our midfield at the moment? Let me know down below. But the thing about Erik ten Hag coming out and saying if he could sign one player, it would be Jude Bellingham, it does speak something, doesn't it? So we'll have to keep on on at that and see what happens in the future. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. But of course, this first day, no Marcus Rashford. Of course, he pulled up with an injury in the Everton game. I think it was with his groin. He did go off, and apparently it is going to be a few weeks. It's nothing too serious. There is some positive news apparently, but he is going to miss this game. So I suspect he's going to miss the next game as well. And don't know how many games he is going to miss. But we talked about this, didn't we, at the start of the season? You know, one big injury to our key players. We've had CASEMIRO out already. Not to an injury, but to red cards, and we've seen the impact it's had on the team. You know, we've had Varane out injured. We've seen the impact he's had on the team, and our Rashford's injured as well. And we are going to see the impact. I'll tell you now, it is going to have on the team. Like, losing a player like Marcus Rashford is not good. It is big trouble going forward for me, because we can't rely on Weghorst, we can't rely on Jadon Sancho, we can't rely on Anthony to put the ball in the back of the net at the moment. Although they're capable of doing so, they don't have their shooting boots on at the moment, and they're not our best process for goals. Marcus Rashford has been that. It's obvious how many times he's won us games, saved us this season, just with him and his goals this season. So it is going to be a massive miss this first day. In a game like this, would I want to miss Rashford? No. We want a clinical striker. We want players who can put the ball in the back of the net in these type of circumstances where we need to win the game on first day and take a good lead over to Spain. So it is going to be difficult losing him. But yeah, I'm not too sure how long he's going to be out for. But hopefully it is a quick recovery, because we need Rashford back as soon as possible. Of course, CASEMIRO is going to be back after a long red card ban. He is back this first day, which is, you know, as I said, brilliant news to have CASEMIRO back into the side, one of our key players in the side without a doubt. And whenever he's in the team, we just look so much better. And yes, the other day we looked really good, to be fair, against Everton, but they didn't really come out and play, did we? But that was a good game to watch. That was a good game to win as well, because off that game, I think they'd be very confident going into the game on Thursday. Now, yes, they're going to have a bit of, you know, a bit of drama missing Marcus Rashford. I think that's going to have a big effect on the team with some players, because, you know, it just is, isn't it? When you miss your big player, it's going to affect the whole team overall. But yeah, having CASEMIRO back alongside Eriksen this first day is going to be really good and vital for us. So yeah, I'm really glad he's back, and hopefully there's no more red cards from CASEMIRO. No more red cards, please. When we missed you, mate. We cannot not have you in this side week in, week out. But yeah, really excited to see how he's going to do this first day. Alongside Eriksen, and we're going to talk a bit about Sevilla in a minute, but I just want to go through my team this Thursday. So I'll go David De Gea in net, Martinez, Varane, Luke Shaw's still injured, I think, so I think it will be Malacia. I'm not too sure if I've not heard anything about him being back, so I think it will be Malacia, and then Wan-Bissaka for me. Although Diego Dallo played well last time, I think Wan-Bissaka played really well the other day, and deserves to start this game. I think Malacia and Wan-Bissaka have been two players recently which have been performing really well at fullback, so I think those two will be starting. And then CASEMIRO alongside Eriksen. I don't see what else you can do other than bring those two back into the midfield. We've seen how much it helps us. The balance in the midfield of those two is really good, and they just offer each other a load of stuff in the midfield, don't they? So, and they offer us more cover than you would get from like a Scott McTominay or Sabitzer. I don't think Sabitzer deserves to not miss out, but again, having Eriksen back, will he be rested and then come off the bench again? I'm not too sure. It could be Sabitzer and CASEMIRO going into the team. Maybe, actually, to be fair, because Eriksen, we know with Erik ten Hag, he likes to just relax with his players coming back into the side, give him some minutes off the bench. We've seen it with Jadon Sancho. There was some minutes off the bench, and he kept on doing it off the bench until he felt he was ready to actually start a game. So I do think it could be Sabitzer and CASEMIRO, but I just have a feeling it will be Eriksen and CASEMIRO instead of Sabitzer, and Sabitzer will drop to the bench. So yeah, I'm going to go Eriksen and CASEMIRO, Bruno ahead of him, but I'm going to go Anthony on the right, Jadon Sancho on the left, and up top Weghorst, because there's no Garnacho, and Rashford's injured as well, so I don't see what else you can do going into the game. So that's my team going into the game, guys. Let me know yours down below as well. Sabitzer or Eriksen, who starts for you? Let me know down below. That's going to be the question of today's video, so let me know down below. A bit about Sevilla. I mean, as I've said, they've had a terrible season. I don't think nobody expected it as well, because I don't get how they are near the bottom of the league, or close to the bottom, than they are to the top of the league. I don't get it. They must have just had a terrible season under their manager. I think they've switched managers twice this season as well, so they're under a new manager going into this game. They just lost recently. I mean, they drew recently, didn't they? Yeah, they drew to Cadiz. They were 2-0 up and managed to be pegged back to Cadiz, so that was 2-2. And they have quite a few good players. They have Rakitic in there, Jesus Navas. They've got Al Nesri up top. So they got Eric Lamela in there, former Spurs player. They got Godet, she's been one of their key players this season. So they do have players in there. Akuno as well. I got a red card, but I'm not sure if that counts for this one. So I'm so surprised with how bad they're doing because their team doesn't, respond to where they are in the league at the moment. I just think it's one of those seasons where every team has it, but just not as bad as they're having it this season. So, I mean, as I've said, I don't think it will be an easy tie. I really don't. When we first got this tie, I was like, this is probably the hardest one we could have got. I know there's Juventus. I know there's Sevilla. Not Sevilla. I know there's Roma. I know there's Bayer Leverkusen. But for me, the pedigree they have in this competition, they've won it about, like 6 times in the last 12 years or so. So they are a real threat in this competition. And I don't expect it to be easy. I would love it if we won this game 2 or 3-0 to take back to Spain. That'd be absolutely lovely. I would want nothing more. But I just have a feeling it's not going to be that easy. And we are going to be in for a bit of a shock because we can't take them lightly, even though they're position. So the players need to be on it this first day. We need to be on the front foot for me like we were against Everton. Try and get an early goal and see what we can do from there. I do expect Sevilla to sit in for a bit, see what the game's going to be like. And whether they're coming out, we'll have to wait and see. They probably will be just playing it on the counter-attack because we do have players which can hurt us, as I've said. But I just think with their poor form, we need to be getting at these like 2 or 3-0 in the first leg because there's not really any excuses for me not to be able to do that other than, a bad game really, isn't that's all you can say. I thought if the only reason we're not going to be winning this 2 or 3-0 because we should be getting the job done. Even though Rashford's missing, I do expect a few goals, but I think without Rashford, are we going to struggle to put the ball in the back of the net? That's going to be the issue for me. And also another thing I'm going to be really curious of going into the game on Thursday. But my score prediction, I'm going to say Manchester United to win this game. I'm going to go 2-0. I'm going to go, not a comfortable 2-0, but a 2-0 grind-out type of game where we get frustrated by Sevilla sitting back, but we do find a way. But again, we need players to step up. Sancho needs to step up, hopefully put a few goals in the back of the net on Thursday. Anthony needs to be putting the ball in the back of the net, really. Weghorst needs to step up as well, because this is a big opportunity for Weghorst. So, be interesting, guys. But yeah, 2-0 Manchester United. I'm going to say Sancho, and I'm going to say Bruno to put the ball in the back of the net as well. If you did enjoy this one, guys, make sure to smash a like on this video. If you're new to the channel and watching for the first time, as I've said, make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel. It's road to 6k now, so share the video, guys. Get as many people to as you can. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.